recording the session. So welcome to Powershell for SQL Server DBA class. Day one. This class is continuation of the day one class. So last class we have just gone through and we have implemented one script. And this script, what it was doing, it was just if we are checking with the service name, either it is related with what is the service name. If you will go to the services.msc
If
and you are typing,
if is the
yes.
if I'm doing RDP to a different instance, right? How is it gonna work then? Because we are running the script from the local machine, right? But if it's some
Yeah,
other machine,
this is not going to work for the any other. In which system you are there, in that system only you have to keep
uh,
this. This is specific to this computer only. It is
local
not
machine,
from.
right?
It is not for the other computer. I have not. Whenever I will explain you the loop, that time
Yeah,
just what you have to do, no, this time this script is running in this computer. If you want to
yeah,
run into the other computer, so what it has to be connect with that computer. So that one I'm going to teach you later classes, how you can
yeah,
do and how you can rotate into this. Now it is just for one. This is the one service. Even it will not work for two, it will work
yeah,
only for one.
yeah,
Okay. So one thing what you understood is it is the specific to this server. If you are going to give this name, it is going to stop or start the services. If you are going with this one, this name is different, service name is, you can see it is a different. So what name you are going to put here, that services it is going to start or stop. Just think about in the practical way. In the real time, nobody is going to give you this name, right? Nobody is going to
yes,
give you this name. Already is going to give you this name only. Either if it's default instance, they will give this name, or either it is a named instance, then instance name, host name slash instance name, right? Like that
correct.
people is going to provide you. So later class we are going to learn how we are passing the parameter this server, and how SQL server will convert this to this name, right? That is a machine. PowerShell will understood this language. Why
Yeah,
this is, why this much of problem you are facing? Because till now I have not used anything, it is called commandlets. I'm using just basic, we are developing this of the programming. So I don't
yeah.
want to dependent on the DBA tool or something SMOs like that. Nothing we are doing. Just it is just some command we are adding into the proper one by one, and we are just developing the development. Means we are making the script. So anyhow, so I hope you understood what we want to tell you. So this script, what we have done, if you have any problem to develop the script, it should be better you start the developing the script into the Notepad plus plus. If you are typing Notepad plus plus, you press here enter. So you can see there is this one window is going to be open. And once this is going to happen, you go to file. After file, you can see this, you press this, and after that what you have to do, go to the language, click on language, go to the P, and you go to the PowerShell. This time it is going to be support your PowerShell language, this Notepad plus plus tool. This is very easy. You can whatever you want, you can develop either Python, either SQL, whatever you want, you can do this HTML. So it is little bit better. So easily you
Yeah.
will under.
Also, we can use PowerShell ISE, right?
PowerShell ISC you can use, but it is not going to tell you which loop is closing, which loop is
Wow.
because now it is very simple. That's why you will
Mhm.
understood. But if you are going here, easily you will able to see. If you are clicking here in this, it is showing this red line. So easily you will
Oh,
understood if it is going to inside this loop. So meaning of this means this much is going to be executed.
right, right.
If this condition is going to satisfy, if this condition is going to satisfy, if I are clicking this much is work, it is going to finish.
I see
If
that.
this
Yeah.
condition is going to satisfy, it is going to go and it is going to execute only this loop. So easily you will able to find, figure out where which loop and what loop it is going to be performed, where it is the loop, which bracket is closing bracket,
So
which is
Notepad plus plus, right? Got it.
uh,
So I have to get Notepad plus plus, right?
Notepad plus plus, easy to do the coding of the PowerShell. So here
Yeah.
easily you will understood. And like service dot name, sometime here which variable you are passing, where if you are double clicking on that, it is not going to display. But if you are going to click here service name, automatically it is going to display where this variable you are passing it. So if you are
Yeah.
double clicking on this, automatically where in your program where it is used, automatically it will come. So easily you will understood, okay, it is using by mistake something, you have given name and NAME, but instead of E you have given A. So if you want to know, if you are clicking, it is not going to take. So easily you will understood something is mistake is there. That's why it is not showing, right? Some of the time you press something dot or something like that. So double click, directly it is going to display in here. This variable has been used.
That's nice. That's nice. Yeah.
Right. So it is very
Yeah.
easy for you to understood write the programming and all. Right. So that's why I will always tell you you go with this. So I will go through this script how I have taken it. This is the one variable. In this variable I am taking the get services. After that I'm writing if loop. If loop means if the services is status is equal to stop, then only it will go inside this. Inside this means if you are clicking here, you can see the red color, it is coming to here to here. So if this condition is satisfied, it is going to execute this much of command. If it is not going to satisfy, directly it is coming to this loop, else loop, right? So it is very difficult if you are going to in ISC, and if you want to see, you will not able to get where loop, which loop is where. You have to too much, you have to concentrate onto this, then only you will able to understood. So I hope you understood this. This is just it is taking, if it is a stop, then you go to here. Here it is asking that you want to stop the services. If you are saying yes, you want to stop the services, it is going to start. Not stop means you want to start the services. You are saying y, it is going to, it is matching the y with this variable. If it is equal to y, then it is going to, here it is going to start the services. After start the services, it is going for
You wait
wait
for
for
5 seconds. Yeah.
5 seconds. After 5 seconds, what it is going to do? Again, it is taking the status. Means after start, what is the status now? Maybe status is become start, stop, or pending. If the status is, it is fine, it is running, it is going to display it is started. Means once I am starting the services, I am verifying it is started or not, right?
Yeah.
So after that, same thing. If it is not equal to stop, then it will go to the directly to the else loop. Else loop, what it is showing? It is running. If the service name is equal to running, it is going to display this result, means it is running, right? So here what
Right.
I told you last time, why you are not going to add. So if you are pressing y here, it's fine. If you are pressing n, then what is going to be happen? It is written the if loop here, right?
Right. Right.
So if it is n, then it has to go to some other loop, else loop. But I have not written here else loop, right? So if I'm telling
Yeah.
you, if I want to add here else, if it is not equal to y, it has to display you have pressed n. So we are skipping this process. Tell me which line I have to write the code.
Yeah.
Tell me.
Oh, you asking me?
Yes, I'm asking you. Tell me where
Sorry.
I add this.
Can you repeat again? Sorry.
I am saying if it is yes, if it is y, right? If I
Yeah.
am passing this, if it is a
It is
stop
starting.
and you
Right.
are passing, if it is asking that you want SQL server is not running, you want to start, I press yes. Then it is
Yeah.
going to this loop and it is displaying this one, you want to start or something like that. And if I'm
Yes.
pressing N here, then it has to display. N means it should not has to start the services, right? It has
Right.
to
Right.
skip the process. So skip the starting process. So I want that if I will press N, it has to display you have pressed N, so we are stopping. So the same way, if I'm going to start this, you want to press Y or N. If I'm pressing
Right.
Y, it is starting the services. If I'm pressing N, it is not displaying anything. If you are
It's not
pressing N,
starting.
it has to display you have pressed N. So we are skipping this process. We are not starting the SQL Server services, something like that.
Right. Right. Right.
Which line, where I have to write the code? At least,
Okay. So
yeah.
you have to do like service name equal get service
No,
again.
that's fine. But where? If I'm pressing
Oh, right host. Right, like you check
right
the
host,
status.
which line I have to develop? Which
Like
line
you
I
have
have to see at the right side? It is line. It is a 1, 2, 3, 4. Which line
okay.
you?
It's on 11. If you check the status again, if service name status equal not running, right?
No,
I mean
I'm not
stop.
talking about not running. See here, I
Then
want.
then then,
No,
then
I'm
you have
not.
to.
No, I am not talking about this. I am saying if I'm pressing N, means SQL
Yeah.
Server will not start, right?
Yes. So
If
you,
it is
you just
not,
write. You just then 13 right host the service not started.
no, okay. Then I will show you. Maybe you are not understanding. So if loop is here, right? If loop, you can see it is here. I'm going to here in this. If loop is here, if I'm pressing Y, it is going to execute this, right? This much of a script, right? So what I have to do, I have to go to after this else loop.
Okay.
Else, that one I want. In else, what I want to display, I will write host, something like this.
Okay.
Write host. I will write host. This one you will write here. Even I will remove this. I'm writing here. You have pressed N, so we are not Powershell, so not right. So we skip the start process, and this time I'm making into the not green or red red color. So so what is the meaning of this? Means this time that only I was asking. If I'm running here Y, then it is starting. If I'm pressing N, this time no result is coming. If I will go and if I will give it here, and if I'm pressing this, if you're asking N, if I'm giving, it is going to display you have pressed N, so skipping the start process. That result I want.
Got it.
Correct? If I'm pressing Y, it is going to start and it is going to display it is started or not. If it is N, it is skipping the process. Still here, no doubt, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so just I will go through the one by one all program. I have started a recording. Okay, fine. It will take time. At least till now, I have not completed even day one class. So once the day one class, today we are going to do the automation of the 7-zip file. You will see that. So before that, I am checking which are the script is there, which one I have explained. This is just for passing the parameter. This is also nothing is there. This also another certificate delete. I have given some video link, leave it. The day one, this one I have already explained, right? It is same thing. If it is reading, if you want to start Y, you are giving is starting, and if you are giving this is already, this script is already I have explained you. Go to the second part. What is this? This one is you want to, this also it is done, right?
I think so.
Just I have added here pending. If it is not depend upon running, not it is stop, it means it is went to the pending state. That one example I have already explained you, right? So what I want you to develop in this script, see here, whenever you are stopping the services. So how you are stopping the services? You are going here, you are stopping the services, right? After that, you are disabling this, right? Like that only you are following, disabling, and you are applying and you are doing okay. Why you are doing the disabling? First, everything you have to think about some technical things, right? No, in the DBA way you have to think and then you have to develop. See here, what will be happen nowadays? No MDF file and LDF file people is keeping into the local drive. Local drive means your host having a C drive, E drive. But nowadays, what happened? Mount drive is came into the picture. SanDisk is came into the picture. So it is SanDisk is same as your pen drive. Some of the time, what will tell you, you stop the SQL server, we have to increase the disk. So if you're monitoring your server, you will see that D drive is gone. After that, they will increase the space. Or some of the time you will see you have started the host. When the host is restarted, your server is come up, but disk is not come up, right? Sometimes you will face this kind of issue. Meaning of this means if it is the local computer, then no problem. This all disk will be here only, but they want to add new disk, mount drive, DE. You know that, right? You are the DBA, you know the people is adding the mount drive. Mount drive is storage is coming from different lungs. It is not coming from your computer. It is somewhere it is SAN drive, somewhere it is the storage. From there they are allocating some of the drive. That's why what people is doing, if they have to stop the host SQL server, if they have to restart the host, they will tell you to stop the SQL server. What is the meaning of that? Stopping the SQL server, stop and disable it. If it is there in the automatic mode, what is going to happen? Once your SQL server will start, once your host will come up, your SQL server will come automatically up. It will trying to come up because you have put in the automatic mode. If SQL server is coming up by mistake, if your disk is not came up, what is going to be happen? Your SQL server will not come up because your host is down. Not host. Your drive is not came up. is not able to read the SQL Server. Maybe user drive is the user database, it is not able to read. Maybe some of the people, they are putting their MDF file and LDF file into the C drive or some local drive they will create, and user database they are putting into some mount drive. So as per your environment, how the environment is there. So what is going to happen? Maybe SQL is come up, but user database is not come up because the drive itself it is not come up. That storage is not come up. Because of that, what will be happen? There will be chance your database will goes under the recovery pending state, right? Have you seen that?
Right.
If the company pending state. So because of that, if something you are doing where you have to restart the host, people will tell you to put into the disable mode. It is DBA task to put into the disable mode. So you have to write this code. What I have written if the status is stop, you are starting it, right? What I want,
Right.
if this services is running, you have to stop this, and stop. After stopping, you have to put into the disable mode. That line you have to add into this. This script is not for stopping. This script is for starting, right? If it is a stop, it is starting it. You have to write the ulta. Ulta means if it is running, you have to stop the services. After stop the services, you have to put into the disabled mode. So you can search into the Google how we can put our services into the disabled mode, right? You will able to do, and you try to add into this script. That is the one work. Second work is if somebody is telling you to start the services, what you are doing, you are just going here. So you cannot start directly here. First, you are removing from disabled to automatic, then you are applying, then you are starting. So whenever you are stopping the services, first you are stopping, then you are disabling, right? Then you are disabling. Stop, then disable, right? When you are starting, that time what you are doing? First you are enabling, then starting, right? It is just ulta. So in here also, if you are starting the services, you have to make first automatic mode, then you have to start the services. And if it is going for stopping the services, first you write the code for stop the services, then put into the disabled, right? It is just a ulta. Got it? No doubt. So you have 3 days time. Very simple work. In this script, I want you to implement this 2 line. Two script, you have to implement 2 logic, just it. Disabling and enabling. If it is going to start, first enable, then start. If you have to disable, first stop, then disable. No doubt here?
Yeah, but I cannot promise that if I can do the homework.
You will able to do. If you are sitting 1 hour, you will able to develop. And if you are not able to develop, then how it is going to work for you, right? You will not able to learn the Powershell. At least 1 hour you have to give. And you will not get any trainer who will teach like this as a kid, one by one line, right? You go and see how the people is there for explaining the Powershell here. One, they will not specific to SQL DBA, and they will not going to teach this. They will show the script, they done this, like that they are going to perform. Got it? Okay, fine. So so this is also a script I have already explained in the first layer. What is the day one? Day one is nothing. It is also same thing only. There is nothing is there to okay. So what I want, and one more script you have to develop. So total 3 script. One script for stopping and disabling. One script I told start, enable and start. That is a 2 script, same thing. And one more script I want you to develop. I want your script has to find out which are the SQL related services is running into your computer. It has to stop all SQL servers, not only SQL Server, SQL Server instance. So for me, I'm giving here one by one, right? But what you have to do, your script has to figure out now how many instances I have. 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3 instances there, right? So if I'm going to run that services, it has to stop automatically all 3 instances. I don't have to pass like this way. Just search. This is a little bit tough for you, but you try to figure out.
Yeah, I'll try.
Yeah, how? So first, what you have to do, you have to figure out how to find how many instance is running in my server. First, you figure out this. Once you are able to figure out, then everything will be same only. Only fetching the data is difficult for you, right? So try to do this. Okay. And after, okay, that is the 3 script. And after that, what you have to do, whenever you are stopping the services, right? Whenever you are stopping the services in your real-time example, after stopping the agent, what you are doing? You are stopping the agent also, right? Correct?
Yeah.
You are stopping this. After that, you are, so you try to implement that logic also. First, you develop stop script, start a script, then you go with the stopping the script for the all whatever instance is running for you. And after that, you try to develop what is script. If you have what means, you stop the instance and then you stop the agent also, right?
Yeah.
Correct. So for individual, you don't do for all. Like here, you pass that service you have placed for this one, right? Same way you have to, same code you have to develop for the agent also. Here you have to give this one. You pass this one only directly. So it has to stop the 2 times. Same script means 2 times you have to develop, right?
Yeah.
You can make this as a variable also. So in the beginning of the script only directly you can define that server name. No doubt.
Yeah. I'll try. I cannot promise. So.
Okay, you cannot promise, but you are going to try. Okay, fine.
Yeah. Because I'm not good, man. So yeah.
Yeah, you are not good, but whenever you will start doing practice, then only you will come to know. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
going with a very simple thing now. So I'm not going to develop any script now. I'm going to teach you some of the concept of the PowerShell now here. It should, you have to remember this. And what I will suggest you, you go and buy 200-page notebook, right? So what are the new thing every day you are learning? What you have to do? You have to just write down into the book notebook. Later, it is very difficult for you watch the like 50 video where it is there, but in notebook easily you will able to see that, right?
Correct.
So script and video it's fine, but something you are getting like today, I'm just telling you what is this get content. Get content is nothing but it is used for reading the any file. So that's why get content is used. Get content is used for why? If you have, you know that this is the path of error log file, right?
Right.
And if you want to read the specific path, so you can go and directly you can give the get content. So in PowerShell, get content is nothing but reading any file. If you want to read any text file, you can give this. So this is the reading your
Error log.
file. Okay, now I'm going with the second one. So here what I'm doing, if you are giving here total count is equal to 1, this time what is going to be happen? It is going to read your top 1 command. This time I'm not reading error log file. I'm going to read this one. I will see whether this file is exist or not. All server. This is also very simple thing. After that, I will be, hi, good morning, Bis. I have started because you have not joined.
Yeah, hi. Okay, yeah, 9:30 here, right? So
Yeah.
I guess
Okay,
I'm
no.
on time. You
Okay,
guys
no
started a
problem.
little bit earlier.
Yeah, because yesterday only it is decided, no, half an hour before we have to join. You told, like yesterday. Yesterday only you told, no, like please take the class half an hour early.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I moved for before half an hour. Okay, fine. So what is this one? What this is going to be do? It is there in this path. There is something called this file, all server.txt. So it is going to be stored here, all server.txt, where it is. It is 2021. All server, this one. So you can see here 1, 2, 3 line is here, right? I want to read this all 3 line. So that's why it is get content. And if you are going to read only this much, it is going to read the all 3 line, right? This 3 line is only there in your notepad. So what you understood, get content is used for reading any file. So later, whenever we are developing our script and we are passing some parameters from the notepad file, that time we will use get content to read that file, right? No doubt. If you are giving hyphen total 1 means it is going to read the top first line, right? If you are going to give 2, so it is going to read the top second line. Now I'm giving you one more work here. You go and search from the Google how I will be fetch the
Total,
data. If I
I'm
want,
sorry.
yeah, sorry,
So is the total count 2? It's just gonna read the
top
second
two
line,
line,
or
not second line, top two line,
just top two line? Okay, okay.
top two line. So that's why you can see here it is two result is showing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So what I want last line or last three line, how we can do from the PowerShell. That one you have to search into the Google. That's why I'm giving you, even I can tell, but I want you to search into the Google. So you will learn something. Getting?
The
Getting or
last
not?
line.
So how to do? You search into the Google and tell me
Okay.
tomorrow. No, next class, whenever. So how many work I have given? Total 4 script, and then after this is fifth one. Means you have to
Yeah.
find out from Google how to, if you have any notepad, big notepad, and you have to find out last two line. After 10 minutes you will log up, you have to log in again. How to do? Okay. After that, what I'm doing, this output, I want to create one file, right? So I will go with the set content. Set content means, so here maybe in this file it's having 10, 15, 20, 5,000 line. In that I want just 2 line to display, and I want to save into some other file. Then what you can do, you can write the set content. So output of this is going to become the input of this, right?
Yeah.
So you will write set content, and then you can give the path, and you will do this one. So set content is also going to create the path for you. So just I will see server one, if it is there or not. Otherwise I will delete this server one, it is there, right? So I have to delete this, otherwise it is going to be override this. So I will delete this, and I am going to run this code. So what is going to be happen? It will be take how many data in this line, this one, this text file having, not this text file having 3 line, and I want to take only top 2 line. I want to save this two line to in other text file, so I can run this code. What is going to be happen this time? Server one, it is going to create it, and it's having this 2 line, right? No doubt. Getting?
Yeah, yeah. It's good.
So what we have done in this server, not this. Where is that server solution? Just now I have opened. No? All server dot text, all server. From this three line is there. In 3 line I have filtered only these 2 line, and I have saved into in this. No doubt into this. So here is one question. Okay, not question, I will ask next one, next line. Okay, you can in the get content, if you want to add anything where clause, that also you will able to match. Like see here, this time I am reading my error log file, right? Get content, I have right here hyphen path, and then I am giving the location of my error log file, and in this I want to match where the error came. Only those line only you will display, right? Some of the time you have to send the mail to your team, like if your error log having any error message, that time it has to come to your whole team, that as a email, right? Right, many people is developing, because if SQL Server having the error, so directly you send it to all of the team member. That time how you will filter, right? Day by day you will learn. So why I'm giving, why this example is useful later, it is going to be useful, because once you are developing one script and what you want to develop, if your SQL Server having any error, either this is memory pressure error or disk is failure error, or somebody has login without password, it is generated some error. So anytime if any error is going to be generated, your PowerShell has to send to mail to the all team member. So that time you have to filter from here, right? From the error log file. So how to do that? This is my error log file, right? In that error log file, what I'm going to do, I'm matching in this line. If anything is error, then only you display. If I'm going to run this, what is going to happen? It is going to display these are the database DBCC, this all error is happened. So where it is finding error, it is going to display this all detail, right? No problem. So it is showing finish without error, because that line is not an error, but it is giving error into that line. That's why it is filtered that line, right? Got it or not? And what is the meaning of this dollar underscore? Means
Yes,
this
yes.
is the variable. It is not defined any name. That's why directly I can use the pipe symbol, and I can use this one dollar underscore. No doubt. Same result I want to take into the output file, means I want to generate a file to some, I want to take this result in file. What I will do, I will directly write here out file, and I can go with I can go with this append and all. So it is day 1 2023, and I will go with the date modified server one only. It is given, or what name I have given, server one. So this line only I have pressed 2020. This line only. So you can see it is not giving the proper result. It is came something different. But you have seen this, right? It is some result is going to be generated. I will tell you how to format the result. Then your this task will be done. So you understood this, how to generate. So what are you seeing? So if you are writing a set content, then also it will generate. You will able to generate the file. You will able to filter the result, and you want to create the file using the set content. Here I am using out file. So tomorrow one more work is there for you. From Google, you search what is the difference between set content and out hyphen file. Even both I am using for generating the file only, right or wrong? Here whenever I given the set content, I given the path, and I given this. So this all result, whatever it is filter, it is created the file, it is saved here. Here also same thing. If I'm giving out file, here also whatever error detail is came, it is generating the file, right or wrong? Then I want what is the difference between the out file and set content. Tomorrow you have to search this also, right or wrong? Getting or not? Because you have 3 days off, right, guys?
Yeah.
So you will able to do this. Okay, try try at least if you are, because I want to build your knowledge. Means later today for 15 classes or 1 month or 1.5 months I am there with you. I can search, I can give you the answer, but later you only has to search. You only have to figure out your doubt, whatever you having the doubt. You only are the person, you are going to search, and you only are giving the answer to yourself. So that's why I'm giving a small thing, which one you will able to get from the Google, right? So that's why I'm
Yeah,
giving you. It's very simple.
yeah.
Set content and out file. Easily you will just you have to read 2-3 page, right? So just read this and tell me tomorrow what is the set content and get content. It is not like if you are not able to complete, I am going to tell you something. It is not going to be happen, because you are learning by yourself. It is not you are learning for me. It is you are learning for yourself, right? So that's why you just see, take some time and give it to some this. Okay, anyhow, I'm going with next one. Set content. I told set content means if I want to set the content, means it is like now what we are giving. I was get the content, I was filtering, then I was doing the set content. Even set content will use for writing any file also. You want to write something into 1 2 3 4 file hello world. So you can go with this like this. So set content, you can give the path of that file and write hello. So what will be happen? This hello is going to be right into this folder, this file 1 2 3 4. So it is the hello. Something you want to write something hello 1 2 3, and I'm going to run this. So what is going to be happen? It will be overwrite this hello 1 2 3. So what you understood, you will give the set content, you will give the path, you have to give that file location, and then you have to give what you want to print into that notepad. You can go with the text, you can go with the Excel, whatever you want, you will be able to give.
Quick,
If you
quick question.
yes,
Yes, so if you are entering hello 1 2 3, let's say you want to enter more than 2 lines, right? Not like consecutive lines, like one after another. How do you want to add? Do you want to double quote 2 times with the comma?
no, that
Let's say
is
hello
not.
1 2 3.
Yeah, got it. I'm going to explain you these things once. I will teach you the format thing. I don't want to touch now.
Oh,
Got it, no? ठीक, नहीं मत करो. हाँ. So I will tell you in the later classes. Now
okay.
just because formatting and one second. Okay, sorry, somebody was talking with me. If you are going with the get content, what is going to be happen? This everything I'm going to explain you, because you want to print into the next line, you want to display something into the next line, you want to send one line and then you want to display everything. It is there into the course, because later whenever I'm going to explain you event viewer, once I'm going to explain you, once any error is happened from your server, it has to write into the event where that time I'm going to explain you this all thing, how you are going to write the code for yourself, where it has to write into the next line or something blocking is happened. That time I'm going to teach you this all, right?
Okay.
So just be in hold for some time. I don't want to discuss now this one. So you understood hello and all, and whatever you doubt, you can go through the Google, you will understood more.